Some of the best yet. Some of the best yet. They bite like that, like that, like that. Big bass, double digits.
Pick up the fire right on top.
Low fall, blast off, time to get some cast off. Doing this here for years, get my pass on. Stream mask on, putting in work. Snap back, got me focused, never settle on a shirt.
Apologies in advance. Jealousy ensues, but I choose to understand. I sip slow, think slower. Cause people are the judge when they barely even know you. Let me say that again. I sip slow, think slower.
No.
Cause people are the judge when they barely even know you.
Oh, boil. Oh, yeah. How you feeling about your chances right now, Kevin?
I think it's 50-50. I missed by 10 feet. I would say my chances are getting worse. Yeah, go ahead. Good to go? Thank you. Appreciate that. The old Hydrowave ticket.
Yeah, the guys that are new are always like, what is that sound? They're probably too busy chasing each other's bites. You know how that goes.
Thank you. I promise you, see this, how this thing saddles out on this there. I'll be a bite or two on this. That's mashed in
Yeah, that's a nice flat up there too.
90 foot deep right here.
Yeah.
So they got a gravel bar and they were out on the end of it. Oh, there he's hooked up. Nice. They like the little plopper too.
Yeah, that thing, he
Hammered it. I didn't see what it was, but he got it.
Hey.
I think it's a spot. Not a big one, but I'll take it.
looks like he missed it and came.
He fits right. Yeah.
A lot of times they eat it and get hooked in the
Did you see
mouth.
that big shad he just spit up? Look, it's sinking.
That looks appetizing.
Hey, look here.
Look at that. Wow. That's pretty.
They're hard
Beautiful.
to beat. Yeah, no, they are. They're pretty cool. Oh. Hey, so I just watched one eat that shit. I'm pretty sure one just ate that dead shad. Yeah, I saw, no, I saw a flash right down there underneath. Must have been just looking at it. It's still there. Oh, yeah, I see the bait running right.
Come on, live video. Give us some love. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
These guys at Big Bass Dreams let me take over the account somehow. Got a couple special guests here.
We're hoping to have some more guests.
That's right. Good morning, Big Time Charlie. Good morning, Mikey. Out here chasing dreams.
Well, you just never know with this technique too when you catch a mega giant. I've caught, this is the time of year to do it, to catch the really big ones here, but I've caught a 9.6 on this lake before, and last few years they've caught 10s and 11s pretty consistently, but usually it's in the winter, on swim baits. Post-spawn time of the year, those fish just don't have the weight to them. He's on top of it. He's probably already. Oop. Let's see if or a shad come up right there. He's gonna be here long. Kind of a community spot.
What's going on, Russ? We're having connection issues out here on the rock. Bear with us. It might be worth the trouble though. Got some life out here.
We've been getting bites pretty regular. Come on.
Yeah. Surprising.
Somebody's this guy over here is probably
educated him.
Heard there was a boat on the other side of it. I'm sure he's probably just been looping around. But, no. That big island there, the channel swings right against it, going out on that left, and it runs way out there. We ought to just pile drive them right there if nobody's been there.
Hanging out here on the rock.
Topwater time.
That's right. Special time of year.
May is fun here.
Give us a rundown, brother. How's it been going today?
Well, we've had probably, we've had to have at least 30 bites now. By now, we've missed some, but we've caught 10 really good fish for sure, and a good number of small ones too. This long point right here runs halfway out into the lake, and we've caught 3 or 4 good ones since we pulled up here. We just keep moving and running and gunning. The fish right now are focused on shad here. There's still a shad spawn going on, and the lake's really healthy from the floods from the last few years, so there's a lot of bait, and so they're getting off these long main lake points, and a walking stick bait like a sexy dog. We've caught a lot on that. Caught them on this wake shad right here, straight king wake shad, and he's throwing a little river to sea whopper plopper, a little tiny one, and we're getting bit on everything, so just a little of everything. But you just got to be in the right area where the bait's at, and the bass they'll show themselves before too long. And, there you go.
Stick 'em.
Keep reeling, just keep reeling.
Yeah, they'll come back for it, or his buddy will come back for it.
That was a good one.
That was a nice fish. What a blow up.
Jumped clean out of the water to
did.
get it. And that was a big spot. And that's the challenge, is these spots are they're so violent. The largemouth will come up and suck it down, and you usually catch them. But when those spots blast it like that, it's hard to not jerk it away from them. And right now we're in 71 foot of water, and we're throwing over about 50. But we've caught them in 124. They're close to the main river channel. That's the shad, are closer to the deeper part of the lake and that. So you got to just fish these main lake points that run out a bit, and there's probably bass on every main lake point now, but the ones where they're really grouped on are these longer, flatter points that have the river channel close to them, or real close deep water access.
It's good times, good times.
Yeah, just waiting for the explosion. That was a good blow up you had.
Yeah, you're moving that thing at a pretty good clip too.
The thing I really like about this is it's not like, you know, some of the red fins and things like that you have to fish so slow. This one, you can burn it, and there's times when I do, but typically now you want a slower retrieve. You know, they're seeing it from down below. These bass are swimming, you know, through the water column. It's, you know, you can see down ourselves 10, 12 feet of, you know, so the clarity, so they're swimming down there 15, 20 feet down looking for pods of shad, and then when they run them, they'll push them to the top. You know, that's how they can catch them. So there'll be groups of these bass, and if you can get it over the top of a group of fish, you're gonna get a bite. You're gonna get a response from them. So you might need to just swing back. I've kind of just drifted through them. Yep, one busted back inside of us. So I just thought I'd let the wind carry us out here and just let the hydrowave roll. And
it's amazing how the thing sucks them into the boat sometimes.
Yeah, I was at Lake Travis last week, and I was fishing in a marina, and they come up schooling, and I threw into a slip with a sexy dog, and one about 14 inches came out and bit it, and I started to pull him out, and like an 8-pounder came out there like that, and my hydrowave just happened to, I run it on the delay, and it just happened to set off at that time, and he swam. I watched him swim right up to the speaker, this close to it, and just look at it
Where
like
is
that.
it?
Yeah, where's the bait at? And I'm standing there with a 14-incher hooked to my bait and can't do anything. I mean, he was literally right there.
Yeah, especially in Clearwater lakes, I get guys on the boat that have never seen it in action, and you literally see them behave that way all the time.
Yeah.
They come straight up to the trolling motor and the speaker, and they're inquisitive.
Yeah, they're definitely curious about sound, and that it makes a big. Oh, they're busting out there. Hang on. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good grief.
Close enough to where he heard it. That's a better one.
Oh,
there.
Good grief. Look at that one out there. Wait for it. Wait for it. Got fish breaking on the outside here.
There you go. That's a good cast right there. They're moving so fast following that bait, you know, you just, when they're up, you got to time it just right. But if they're not, you know, we're still pulling plenty of them up when we're not even seeing them school. I can hear that.
Yeah, now I hear it, yeah.
And I'm like, sounds like a bass chase. And look at them schooling farther out there even.
Wow, they are on the move.
That's a good one there.
Oh, right there.
The one just blew up on mine, but didn't.
Oh, good grief. What is that up there?
Just keep casting.
Yeah, you just gotta keep it in the water.
All right, keep it in the water. Got it. first pass, you know. These are all fresh ones out here from the on top of the point. Look there on the graph. See them? I think it's 15 foot down.
Or right over the point right here, huh?
Yeah, I'm up on top of it. First time I stayed out over the creek channel, and we saw them blowing up further out there, so we come out closer to them.
We're gonna intercept them again.
Casting down. Those
Feel
reels
pretty
cast
good.
nice, don't they?
Yeah, they really do.
Gosh, darn. Yeah. Somebody must have fished this one too. At this point, they get kind of. It's just that with that sun, it should be. You can really see those baits from down.
So a lot of guys will put the topwater stuff down when the sun breaks through like that. How do you feel about it?
Right now, these fish are so focused on bait. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that it's better earlier, but you can still catch them all day long, especially with the wake baits and things like that. Yet, you know, yesterday we were out here and it was pure bright sun. Oh gosh, I missed him. Oh, you missed him again.
Oh, he's on it though.
And they're still just, you know, still just eating it up. That's
As
good
we just
fish.
demonstrated.
Oh gosh. Missed him. I couldn't help but pull it away from him. Your best just to not look.
I was trying that technique earlier.
Look the other direction when you
Yeah.
start to see one track it. Gosh. Hit it again. Got him. Good
Crunched
one.
him.
There's a big one.
Nice.
That's a nice fish.
That's a big one. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Look at there.
All right.
That's why you throw those wake baits this time of year.
Picture me with that.
I told you, the further you get out, the deeper it goes.
Yeah.
Got it?
Oh yeah, we got
You
it.
can see here too. That fish is not that long ago hit from spawning, still tail a little bit bloody.
Yeah.
And that's what they do during the post spawn, is they come out here and start chasing shad. We're gonna box them up for some pictures here in a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna make those fish insta famous.
Yeah. There we go. That was fun.
That was a
Heck
nice
yeah.
fish.
The little ones were tracking it and missing it, and old Big got it. And that's, you know, we're in 60 foot of water right here, you know, throwing over 60 right now. Most of the guys I've seen out here fishing, they're up there near the bank, and you know, they'll get out there and fish over maybe 20 or 30, but they just don't get out in these areas where these fish just roam. You just kind of,
Oh, just like
gosh.
that. Eh, that one porpoised on you.
They really get out.
Ah.
Another largemouth. See, there's a pot of them out here.
That's a nice largemouth right there.
That's a nice one too.
We've got, you know, 15 or 20, you know, that we've caught that are this big or bigger today. So
Now, a lot of these fish are missing on the first go.
yeah, and I don't know if it's just because the water's so clear, or you know, if I got to have a different color bait to be a little better, but I think it's just part of it. When they're up there and they're going to run through those baits like that, they try to kill them first. Gosh, I just missed another one.
But you know, you keep in the zone like that, and you've been sticking them on the second or third attempts.
And in a lot of cases too, you think it's a good one, and it's a small one, and he's just not getting the bait, and then the big one's down there with him. You know, they're not ever alone. They're almost always in a group there, and they get that competitive schooling instinct going, and they're gonna get to where they're chasing it, and just like that one, you know, I had a couple of decent ones. That one got it too, like a good one. Those big ones don't usually blast it; they just come up and suck it. But it's another largemouth, and see, that's what's really what's out here is these pods like this. Man, those hooks are good. If you never use those Mustad KVD trebles, man, it's a game changer. And getting those big ones to stay hooked up.
I've literally bought hundreds of them.
Yeah, I've won millions of dollars now on that because of that hook. You know, multiple classics and multiple tournaments. Just.
Oh, you do this for a living?
I kind of sometimes.
I thought you were just
having fun. It's a tough job on days like today, man.
I thought you were one of the club guys up here in the area.
It's a tough job on a day like today, man. They have to suffer through these kind of bites.
Kevin, with those mustads, is it just the sharpness, or is it the overall design of the treble hook?
It's the design of that triple grip, you know, with that kale type style, but it's also the length of the shank. It's an extra short shank, so it allows you to put a bigger size with a wider gap. And we also make them extra strong, so heavier wire, and they just don't flex.
Okay.
So, you know, I mean, when you fish for bad to the bone species like muskie or peacock bass or something, you find out real quick how good your hooks are, how strong they are. And these are the strongest holding hooks, you know, that I've ever fished. About a month ago, I was down catching tuna on Topwater with them, and you catch, you know, 20-25 pound blackfins on Topwater on a bass tackle, and you learn real quick how strong you are. Hey, that's a nice, that's not quite a keeper spot, but just a solid fish. Boy, when the sun comes out,
yeah, that definitely turned them on, huh?
They can see that, you know, they can just see that bait from so far away. I wish I could see out there under the water and see how far they're coming, and those spots especially, they're really blasting for, you know, coming out of that water and crushing it.
Well, we're gonna put a little link right here in this video in this corner, and we've done some underwater filming on this kind of activity. Actually had to put the rod down and, you know, get in the water and actually try to document what is actually going on down there. And it is mind-blowing, number one, how many fish will push and just follow a big ball of shad, and then how fast they are and how much ground they can cover in a split second to crush one.
They when they make up their mind, you know, you can never, people think that, well, I'm reeling it too fast.
No,
there's no reel made that you can reel faster than they can swim to get it.
Absolutely. And seeing that with our own eyes, you know, from that new perspective was so educational.
I've seen it a lot with my own eyes with smallmouth, because, you know, up there in the Great Lakes where I live, the water's so clear, you can see them. You know, you can fish a bait like this on the top and watch them come out of 30 like a rocket, and just, you know, 1 second there's nothing there, and the next second he's out the water with your bait in his mouth.
Yeah, they're incredible predators.
That's why they're so prolific everywhere. You know, they're good at what they do and adaptable to about any kind of situation.
Yeah, worldwide now.
I love these clear water lakes, though. You know, I mean, there's lots of different fun ways to catch them, but these lakes like this, it just really gives you a lot of options when the visibility is good.
You know what you need when you're that broke. You know what you want when you see the dream. All I wanna do is be the best me. All I wanna do is be the best me. All I wanna do is be the best me. All I wanna do is be the best me possibly.
LRPs. Some of the best yet. Some of the best yet. They fight like that, like that, like that. Big bass, double digits.
Kick up the fire right on top.
Low fog, blast off, time to get some cast off. Doing this here for years, get my pass on. Stream mask on, putting in work. Snap back, got me focused, never settle on the shirt. I missed one and hit one, man, that's getting some. 2, 3, 4, 5 more, come on, that's ripping up. The way the bass sticking, the way my